few weeks ago, as I was looking for a book to start and probably stop reading within the same week, I came across this photo album that my grandma had given me over the summer for my 20th birthday. Every single time I find this box, I find myself getting overwhelmed by the amount of history that's in here, to the point that I usually just close the box and put it back on the shelf. When I rediscovered this box for like the seventh time, I started to think, why have I not taken time to go through it yet? And I realize now that when I did go through it, I'd have to face the unfortunate reality that I know so little about so many people in this box. I love my family and my friends, but as a brother, as a son, as a grandson, as a nephew, as a friend, I've done so little to actually try to get to know the people in my life and to learn about the contexts that our relationships stem from. Like, what were they like in high school? How did they all meet each other? How did they struggle? For so many people inside this box, I just don't have the answers that I should. I'm embarrassed. And, I'm ashamed. I feel like I have not paid my lineage the respect it deserves. Growing up, I had a beautiful hand-painted vase in my bathroom. And then I brought it to college with me. And when my mom found out, she said how happy she was that I was bringing my great-grandma's vase with me into a new stage of my life. A vase that stood for 50 years in my great-grandma's house and was passed down between 3 generations was destroyed in a matter of seconds because of some drunk idiot who used my bathroom at a party. I don't even know my great-grandma's full name. And it's hard not to think a little selfishly about all this, in the sense that, how much better could my relationships be if I took the time to get to know the people in my life just a little bit better? Maybe I could find out exactly why me and my sisters have drifted apart after, years of decorating my grandma's Christmas tree and building hotels and amusement parks in Minecraft. Or maybe I can not feel like I'm just their gay brother, a zoo exhibit that they show their friends whenever they bring them by the house. Maybe I could learn why my dad was so determined to get me to play sports, and why it felt like he was resisting the performer that I knew was always inside of me. Maybe I could actually ask him what compelled him to write a letter on a random day on September 19th, 2014, saying that he was proud of me and that he was sorry for the way that he'd been treating me. Or even maybe we could finally talk about how my coming out created such a huge rift between us. One that I am not even sure has been filled yet. My mom has always been my rock. She's the person that I can cry to, vent to, love, with no questions asked. I'd like to believe that a really good long conversation with her would help me figure out just why we're so similar. Looking in here makes me sad, but it also reminds me just how much time I have to make things better. My one wish is that any strain in any one of my relationships is because of circumstance, and not because I didn't put in an effort, and not because I was taking advantage of those relationships. And after I'm done shooting this, I'll probably put this away back on the shelf where it'll collect dust for another few months before I find it again. And I hope that the next time that I open it, I'll be able to put a little bit more life behind some of the faces in here. You know, what's making them smile so big? What was going on in their life at the time? What event led to this moment? Like, why are you wearing that? You know, as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And I just hope that I'm able to get the full story before it's too late.